I'm challenging myself to do one colouring in sheet every single week. Now with school holidays and kids and running a business, I'm not sure how this is going to go, but I'm going to give it my best shot. My aim is to fill the wall behind me with colouring in sheets and also learn some new techniques along the way and hopefully become a better colourist and teach you guys some things as well. I'm Chloe and I am the designer, creator and co-founder of Blueberry Co Memory Books. I love to draw and I love to colour in, and that is what our channel is all about. I live in New Zealand with my family, my 2 girls and my husband, who is also the co-founder of Blueberry Co, and we just love to adventure. We're all about making memories with our family. So come and join us, see some snippets of the countryside, help us make some memories, and we're going to create really amazing keepsake books and colouring in pages all together. I can't wait to have you with us on this journey. Don't forget, if you like our videos, please like and subscribe. It does help us a lot. And back to the show. So today I'm tackling one of my very own colouring in sheets. Yes, this one I drew myself. It's part of our October colouring club. I love Halloween and I love how Halloween images and the whole Halloween aesthetic challenges you to use darker, moodier, weirder colour combinations. I've downloaded my colouring in sheet and I've printed it out on 170 GSM paper and I'm ready to go. This colouring in sheet has some interesting opportunities. It's got potential for a darker background, some really interesting colour combinations, the potential to use some mixed media, so different pens, pencils, gel pens, paint pens to add depth, and some potential for some magic to be added into the background. Because I haven't illustrated the background, it's all up to you. So for this one, I've chosen to use a mixture of my Tombow dual tip brush markers and my Jasart Studio Color pencils, and I'm going to layer them. For every colouring in sheet I start, I generally look through Pinterest to get some inspiration on different colouring in combinations and the way that colours can go together and the things that I like. It's a really good way to get an idea on how different colours go together in the final scheme of things, and in this case I'm going to use some pink hair, a bit of blue and green skin, and it's something I wouldn't usually lean towards, but I'm going to give it a go. I started off by colouring the entire page with my Tombow markers, and I'm using the brush tip end because it's a really good way of getting bulk colour down. I've left the bandages white, and that's just to save me time later on. I'm going to add shadow once I start using the pencils. And I've decided to add a bit of a glow by doing a magenta outline before I blend into the purple background. I really love colouring like this. It is such an efficient way to get bright colours down on paper and get your paper coloured in and then use your pencils to really make it pop. Pencils are way more forgiving than markers, so this is a great way to experiment with different colours and different techniques without taking too many risks. It's time to make it pop. I've sharpened up my pencils, which by the way, always do that. And I've taken a baby step of trying to blend the magenta and the purple together just to warm up my hand. This is a good time to mention that I always have a test bit of paper on the side, and it's a really great way to test how different colours go together, how pencils and markers layer. Sometimes you don't see the colour at all when you add pencil over the top. It's a really great way to avoid making mistakes, and it's saved me more than once from wrecking my colouring in sheet halfway through. Lots of the digital art that I've been inspired by lately has been using a warm colour for a highlight and a cool colour for a shadow. So that's something that I'm going to try out here. So I've got my yellow pencil and I'm going to use that for the highlight, and I've got a blue as the shadow. And you can see it adds a really, really interesting effect and just adds a bit more vibrancy and life to it. This is a pro tip and it will take your colouring to the next level. Okay, so I've added some green shading to the skin to give the zombie itself a little bit more depth, and oh god, I've got to go to the bus stop.
5 minutes later.
I'm back. You've noticed I've forgotten to colour a little bestie here. Generally in every colouring in sheet there is something that I've forgotten halfway through and I notice it close to the end, and this is it. Every zombie needs her feline bestie, and this one I've coloured in a light purple, but I actually want the cat to be quite dark. So I'm going to start layering some pencils. I've added a yellow highlight here on the cat too, just to keep with the whole warm highlight, cool shadow thing that I'm going for. The last thing I want to add is a bit of a backlight to this. So I'm getting a white pencil and I'm just going to add a bit of a white outline to my zombie and her little cat friend. And yeah, it just gives a bit more of a back glow look. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out actually. For my first go of a completed colouring in sheet, I'm going to try and add a bit of movement and magic to the background, but I've tried so many different pens. I tried gel pens, I tried paint pens, I tried pencils. In the end, the only thing that worked was the Life of Colour brush tip paint pen, and I've just used this in silver to add some swirls and a bit of magic and movement. There you go, it's all finished. I'm super stoked with how this turned out. This colouring sheet took me just over an hour, and when I showed my kids, they wanted me to print them out one so they could have a go. So that's a win. They were busy for an hour too. So yeah, I'm stoked. If you'd like to try this at home, you can join our colouring club. We have over 100 colouring in sheets available online, so I popped the link in the description and you can try this all at home. Thanks for joining me. If you liked this video, please consider liking the video itself, popping a comment below telling me what you learnt, and yeah, please subscribe to our channel. We're hoping to put up a lot more videos like this that will fill the wall.